All right. Coterminal angles are angles whose terminal sides are in the same position. So for example, if I have a given angle, we'll just use this one as an example. We'll say 220 degrees. Draw my arrow to show my rotation. I need another angle whose terminal side right here is in the exact same spot. I'd like to come up with one that's positive and one that's negative. Terminal side, I want another angle that's positive, whose terminal side is in the same spot. I want one that's negative, whose terminal side is in the same position as this one. Sometimes it's easier to think about the negative one first. You think of a negative one whose same position is here. What? Not 140, but negative 140. Very good. So, if you go this way, negative 140 degrees. And what happened in Holly's brain is she took 220 and she subtracted 360. She got negative 140. Now, how would you get another one that's positive? That's a neat idea, radians. You could convert this to radians. It'll actually be the same angle though. I want an angle that has a different rotation but ends up in the same place. Yeah, exactly. I could go around more than once. So that's my 220, and then I go around once more. So you can see we take 220 and now we add 360. And we get a total of 580 degrees. So every single angle can be written as another positive angle. It can also be written as a negative angle. Yes, there are an infinite number. And so what you could do then is if you want to know another positive one, just add on some multiple of 360. So I write 360k. So 360 times 1 or 360 times 2, 360 times 3. So you could just keep going around and around adding multiples of 360 and you'll come up with more angles. If you want more negatives, what do you think you do? Subtract a multiple of 360 times some integer. So let's do 3 together real quick. 100 degrees. Yes, you have to draw these. What quadrant is 100 degrees in? Second quadrant. What would be another positive angle that is coterminal with 100 degrees? Very good. Go around once, which is 360, an additional 100, which brings you to 460 degrees, or 100 plus 360. Now, let's do a negative. How would you come up with the negative one? Yep, 100 minus 260. So you would, or minus 360, excuse me. You would start here and go the opposite way, and you get a negative 260 degrees. Any questions how I got those? Going once, twice. Okay, let's try number 6. Negative 78. What quadrant is negative 78 in? Fourth quadrant. How would you find a positive one? Yep. Negative 78 plus 360. 282. And if you want a negative one, start here and go all the way around, then here. The first turn all the way around was negative 360. Then you went an additional negative 78. Negative 78 minus 360. Negative 438 degrees. Some people wonder why you have to draw it in place, and again, I know you can add and subtract 360, but that's not what we're testing right now. We're testing whether or not you can identify the coterminal angle, so you should understand the rotation. I can't teach my daughter to understand that rotation piece as she's in 3rd grade. I could teach her to add and subtract 360. So you want to understand the rotation. And this I can't teach her right now. She doesn't know anything about this. 5 pi over 4. If it's in degrees, you should express the final answer in degrees. But if it's in radians, then we leave the final answer in radians. So 5 pi over 4. Do you have any idea what quadrant that is? 3rd quadrant, because 5 pi over 4 converts to 225 degrees. You have your chart. You can look at it if you need that. So I know that this rotation right there is 5 pi over 4. Positive angle. Close. You're going to go around more than once and to that same spot. So 5 pi over 4, and you're going to add, instead of adding 360, we add, what is 360 in radians? 2 pi. I need to find common denominators, so I need to rewrite 2 pi in fourths. 5 pi over 4 plus, what is 2 pi expressed in fourths? 8 pi over 4. Multiply top and bottom of that fraction by 4. And we get 8 pi over 4. 5 pi over 4 plus 8 pi over 4 is 13 pi over 4. Negative. That'll be the green. Five pi over 4, and we this time subtract 360. Instead of subtracting 360, we should subtract what? 8 pi over 4. What's 5 pi over 4 minus 8 pi over 4? Negative 3 pi over 4. There you go. That's it. Think you can do it? That's all I got for you, folks.